Neighbors described the rural Kelso man accused of detonating explosives that burned down his home Wednesday during an armed standoff with a SWAT team as both a good neighbor and the type of neighbor you don't make eye contact with. John Threlfall, 41, was charged Thursday with first-degree arson, discharging a weapon, 2 counts of second-degree assault, drive-by shooting, and hit-and-run from both a standoff at his home Wednesday and a road rage incident Sunday that led to the confrontation. Neighbor Rhonda Ayres said Threlfall was a good neighbor. He really was. "I didn't know he was this crazy," she said Thursday, adding that she had heard gunshots and fireworks late Wednesday night, but was afraid to come outside. During an initial appearance in court Thursday, Threlfall appeared distraught. In a video conference court appearance from the jail, he said repeatedly that he didn't do what he was accused of doing, and that he had not been in trouble for 20 years. "Judge, you've got to help me," he said, before staff muted the call. "This isn't right. I would never do that." The otherwise quiet hometown drive outside Kelso had a steady hum of activity Thursday afternoon as sheriff's deputies worked the scene and neighbors watched. Threlfall's house is now fully burned down, with only charred objects remaining. A neighbor across the street, who did not give her name for fear of retribution, said, "We're used to him shooting. We've lived here just under 2 years, and he's terrorized the neighborhood the whole time." According to a Cowlitz County Sheriff's press release, around 10:45 p.m. Sunday, deputies responded to an armed road rage incident following a crash on Interstate 5 near Lexington. Threlfall allegedly cut off the other vehicle causing the crash, then pointed a pistol at the occupants of the vehicle before firing several shots into a nearby wooded area. He fled the scene, but authorities were able to identify him based on his vehicle and witness accounts, authorities said. At 11:41 p.m. Wednesday, neighbors reported to law enforcement that Threlfall had returned home and armed himself with a rifle and was firing the weapon outside the residence. As deputies arrived, they said Threlfall retreated inside the home and detonated multiple explosives, believed to be firework mortars, as he ignored the commands of the deputies at the scene and fired additional gunshots. Ken Johnson, who lives a few doors down from Threlfall, moved to the area in December and was one of several neighbors who called the police after hearing gunshots. Johnson said he's never met Threlfall, but sees him lighting off fireworks day and night. Neighboring homes were evacuated, and an emergency notification was sent to the neighborhood as the Lower Columbia SWAT team responded to the scene. The house became fully engulfed in flames during the standoff. Threlfall eventually was brought into custody after SWAT deployed chemical weapons. He was found hiding under a canopy in the backyard. "The cops came quick and did everything correctly. Kudos to them," Johnson said. The neighbor, who chose to remain anonymous, said she was told to shelter in place after she called police twice that evening before hearing yelling and screaming. She added that she sees a sheriff vehicle in front of the house about once a week. "He's always screaming and yelling and riding a motorcycle at all hours," she said. She added that she thinks the cops did what they could with him, calling it a volatile and tragic situation. "Obviously, there's a lot going on in that household. I hope he can get some help," she said. "The only silver lining to this situation, if there is one, is that the neighborhood will be quiet. I just hope that the neighborhood can calm down." Cowlitz 2 Fire responded to the scene once Threlfall was in custody, but the house and a vehicle in the driveway were destroyed in the fire. Cowlitz County Sheriff's Detective Sergeant Ryan Cruiser said Thursday, authorities are collecting evidence from the scenes of Wednesday night's standoff and the road rage incident. In 2000, Threlfall was sentenced for second-degree assault and malicious mischief after he threw a hatchet at a man in a truck. The hatchet went through the rear windshield, shattered the front windshield, and gouged the dashboard, according to the probable cause statement. Deputy Prosecuting Attorney David Felon requested bail be set at $200,000 because Threlfall posed a grave risk to the community. Cowlitz County Superior Judge Stephen Warning set the bail at $100,000, issued a non-contact order for 2 people who were in the other car, and set Threlfall's next court appearance for March 25th. Authorities are searching for a woman believed to be in the home with Threlfall when the incident began. Anyone with information about the incidents should contact the sheriff's office at 306-577-3092.